Remember that song from your childhood? I see the moon sees me. Since ancient times, humankind has made up stories about the moon. Ever hear that the moon was made of green cheese? Or about the man in the moon? Or, as Native American and Buddhism legends say, that a rabbit lives there? Since ancient times, full moons have been associated with odd or insane behavior. And in fact, the word Luna, as in lunatic, comes from the Roman goddess of the moon, Luna, who is said to ride her silver chariot across the dark sky each night. Hippocrates, considered the father of modern medicine, wrote in the 5th century BC that one who is seized with terror, fright, and madness during the night is being visited by the goddess of the moon. Despite our fascination with the moon, no one is completely sure how the moon formed. Any successful theory of the moon's formation must account for everything we know about the moon now, as well as make predictions about future observations. All of the current theories have serious flaws with their evidence, and the question is not completely settled, but most scientists lean toward the giant impact theory. In general, there are 4 theories for how the moon formed. 1. Capture theory. The moon was formed elsewhere in the universe and was captured by the Earth's gravitational field when it came too close. 2. Fission theory. When the Earth was young, it spun so fast that a piece of it broke off and was flung into space, where it became the moon. 3. Condensation theory. The Earth and moon condensed at the same time from the nebula. 4. Giant impact theory, sometimes called the colliding or ejected ring theory. The Earth was hit by something huge, and a piece of Earth was ejected into space. In the capture theory, it is thought that the moon was formed somewhere else in the solar system. It traveled freely through space until it was captured by Earth's gravitational field. This would explain the moon's different chemical compositions. Others think this is improbable. It is just not likely that the two bodies would come together if created at a great distance. If the moon were speeding through the solar system, something would have to slow it down by just the right amount so that the Earth could capture it. Again, unlikely. Fission means breaking apart, and the fission theory proposes that the moon was once part of the Earth and somehow separated from the Earth early in the Earth's history, possibly when a rapidly spinning Earth cast it off. The Pacific Ocean basin is the most likely site for the part of the Earth from which the moon came. This theory was thought possible because while the moon doesn't have the same composition as the entire Earth, it does greatly resemble the outer layers of our planet. If this theory were true, though, the present-day Earth-Moon system should contain fossil evidence of this rapid spin, and it does not. Also, for this to be true, the moon would have to be orbiting the Earth exactly on our orbital plane, and it does not. The condensation theory states that the moon and the Earth were born individually from the nebula that form the solar system, and the moon fell into orbit around the Earth. In other parts of the solar system when this happens, the two objects have similar compositions. But our moon and Earth are different. The Earth contains significant amounts of metals and heavier elements, and the moon is decidedly metal-poor. The likelihood that the moon and Earth could have co-formed but ended up with such vast differences in composition is virtually impossible. Another major problem is the moon seems to have formed about 100 million years after the Earth. The giant impact theory is sometimes called the ejected ring theory. It is the predominant theory at this time. This theory proposes that a rather large object, about the size of the planet Mars, struck the Earth just after it was formed. This impact was huge, 100 million times larger than the later event that scientists think wiped out the dinosaurs. This collision forced extremely large volumes of material from the outer layers of both the Earth and the object that hit it. This material formed an orbiting disk that eventually condensed into the moon. This theory explains many things. Why the moon is made mostly of rock, why the moon is less dense and has less of the heavier elements that Earth does, why the moon is 100 million years younger than Earth, why the moon isn't on the same orbital plane as Earth. In addition, astronomers see evidence of these types of collisions elsewhere in the solar system, which reinforces the possibility that it happened to Earth. Lately, though, scientists have tried to simulate this theory with computers. They are finding that instead of the debris from a collision orbiting Earth and coalescing into a giant ball, it instead rains back onto Earth. Of the 4 major theories on the formation of our moon, one theory is believed in by the majority of scientists at this time, the giant impact theory. This theory, which states that a giant object hit Earth and pieces of Earth flew off into space to create the moon, is supported by the most evidence and has the fewest flaws of the other theories: condensation theory, fission theory, and capture theory.